Hello friends, in this session we will try to understand the master's method for algorithm analysis. The master's method is designed for time complexity analysis of a specific type of recurrences or for recurrences that can be transformed into the specific type. And what is that type? That has been mentioned here. If you are observing T of n is what? That is a time complexity for n number of elements. This is equal to a into T of n by b plus f of n. So whatever polynomials which are of this type or which can be transformed into this type only can be analyzed by making use of master's method. There is a constraint that a should be greater than or equal to 1 and b should be greater than 1. Basically, there are three cases where master's method, by making use of these three cases, master's method can be applied on different polynomials. The prerequisite for the understanding of master's method is understanding of asymptotic notations, which I have covered in my previous session. Let us see what are the cases in the master's method. Here we can identify there is a constant c or there is a value c that is equal to log of a to the base b. And what are the a and b values? These are the values which are available in our polynomial. A is available as a constant of time complexity and b is a denominator of number of elements. So this is a recurrence relation or this is a polynomial which is applicable for calculation of time complexity. Let us try to understand the first case. If f of n is theta of n raised to c, that means f of n is theta of n raised to log of a to the base b, where c is less than log of a to the base b. In that case, t of n should be theta of n raised to log of a to the base b. Now you might be thinking, if c is log of a to the base b, how it can be less than log of a to the base b? Here we should understand that this particular c is the value at runtime, and this log of a to the base b is a value which is a predicted one. If you are understanding the asymptotic notations which are there in the previous session, you will understand this in a better way. In this particular case, t of n will be theta of n raised to log of a to the base b. Here, f of n is considered as a lower bound of right hand side. So this particular test case is similar to big O, case number 1. Now go to the case number 2. Here f of n is theta of n raised to c, that is n raised to log of a to the base b, where c is equal to log of a to the base b. So if you are observing, case number 2 is similar to the theta notation in asymptotic notations. If such kind of case is there, in that case t of n is equal to theta of n raised to c log of n. So equation number 2 belongs to the theta asymptotic notation. Case number 3 is f of n is theta of n raised to c, that is n raised to log of a to the base b. But here c is greater than log of a to the base b. That means this particular c, that is f of n, is a value which is at the runtime is greater than the predicted value. In that case, t of n is theta of f of n. So these are the three cases which are required or which are identified by master's method for algorithm analysis. Let us try to understand as a summary. Case number 1 includes c. What exactly this c is? This c is log of a to the base b, and this c represents f of n. So in this case, f of n is less than log of a to the base b. So this particular test case is similar to big O. Here f of n is equal to log of a to the base b. This is similar to theta in asymptotic notation, and here f of n is greater than log of a to the base b. This is similar to the omega theta notation. So these are the three test cases which are there in Master's method. In next lecture or in next session, we will try to understand the classical examples of Master's method by making use of these three test cases. Thank you.